Y'all know what time it is. Look at my eyes. You're not looking there. Look at my eyes. Throne of Liberty dropped a new video and we're gonna watch it. This is my favorite. Like, honestly, put this on Netflix, give me some snacks. It's that serious for me. In the description below, you will find a link to the full video, but just know when I do these, I'm pausing the video. So if you wanna watch that first, come back, do your thing, but let's go ahead and hop into it. I'm always excited to see what they bringing in. Now, I do know we don't got Tico, but Tico, you better come back. But we got Godspeed. Godspeed is back, so that's who we're gonna be watching today.
Hi everyone, it's Godspeed. I hope you have enjoyed our haunted harvest as I did. One of my favorite moments was when my party was completely wiped by the giant pumpkin head before the boss fight.
Godspeed. Not one group wiped that event. I'm a troll. I'm sorry. Let's get it.
Not gonna lie, I sucked at it. I was only the one who's dying.
Look, how you gonna say we all wiped and then say you the only one dying? Godspeed, you try to cover up your tracks. I'm here with you. I'm not gonna tell on you no more, even though I just did.
And there was only one party member who made it all the way to the end and saved me and everyone else. Thank you, party member. I appreciate it. Oh, and we just had the first castle siege. Congratulations to the first Legion who has become the owner of Stungard Castle on each server. We've seen many spectacular fights. Cheers to all participants who bravely fought in the battlefields. Today, I'm going to share what to expect in the next update.
So with the castle siege, I didn't participate in that. I'm not someone who likes the world scale type of fighting in MMOs. I don't even like conflict bosses. It's just not me. I like controlled environment type of like fighting. So like the arena mode in this game, or the Regan mode in Blade and Soul, the arena mode in Final Fantasy. Like, I like more controlled environments. But if you were part of the castle siege, let me know in the comments below, how was it? It must have been good, because Throne of Liberty was blowing up my Twitter when that launched. No, like reposting, blowing it up. I never got that many messages. I got more messages from them than I got comments. But again, if you were part of that, let me know. Did your guild win? Did your guild fight a good fight? Like, how was it? Let me know.
I have a plenty to go over today, so grab your drink and sit comfortably. And let's get started.
See, she even said grab your drink. She know these is bingeable. We need more. I need to get snacks next time I do this. This need to be on Netflix.
First, I would like to talk about 2-star dungeons. The first batch of this new tier of co-op dungeon
Oh, nah. How you gonna start? This dungeon? Y'all gonna start the real with this one. Out of all the dungeons in this game, they really want to show this one first. This one was the most painful dungeon. It still low-key is to play ever. In the history of dungeons, they get the crown for that one, because that one is, bruh. Y'all like, it's not hard popping. It's not about it being difficult. It's about the coordination you need with your team, especially when it's randoms. That's my problem. I'm sorry. I like it, but I don't. It's a mixed bag of feelings.
Difficulty will arrive on November 21st, and an additional one will arrive on December 5th. These dungeons will be both more challenging and more fun than the existing 1-star dungeons. You may be wondering, well, Godspeed, what gear can I get from these new dungeons?
I ain't wondering that. She talked to the wrong channel right now. But I want to touch on the fact that she said it'll be more fun. And there will be, I think she said, new mechanics or something like that. She said something about it being more fun and just new things involved in it. And that's something that I do want more of from Throne of Liberty. I want more of a traditional Holy Trinity type boss fight. Because right now, it doesn't feel like that right now. You know what I mean? Like, I want kind of like stages of the boss. So you have like, oh, he's healthy. Then he's like halfway. And then he's low and he's enraged. And then there's different things like that. I know that seems like a lot to ask for. But I really do like having that Holy Trinity of like, okay, the tank needs to do this or else it's going to be going crazy. And, you know, just kind of stuff that gives DPS a job, healers a job, tanks a job. But without feeling so you need to be coordinated or else you wipe every single time. Like, it's a balance, I know, but that's just kind of what I'm hoping for going forward with the game.
Great question. There will be some new gear not previously available, and in these new dungeons, you will be able to get loot that has only been available from war bosses up until now, with the exception of war boss weapons. Next up, let's talk about dimensional trials.
Ooh,
Dimensional
okay.
Trials will offer a tiered difficulty system where players can select what difficulty to attempt.
I like that.
Depending on the selected difficulty, dungeon enemies will be stronger and the boss patterns will be strengthened by additional effects.
Okay, that right there is what I'm talking about. Because in the dimensional trials, although some of these bosses are literally just minions, like some of them are literally just what you see out in the world, the freaking design of these things are what I wish bosses were like in the actual dungeons. The designs are so cool, like what you need to do to avoid, how the boss interacts with the map, how the boss interacts with you. It's very creative and it's a great experience. I lied, wrong thing. Not the dimensional trials, but well, I guess it's the same at the end of the day. But I was referring to the one with the floors, the dimensional floors. The design for those is great. Like anything involving the dimension area is so cool. And so I really do wish that we can kind of implement those type of things going forward into real dungeons, because those feel like actual MMO boss fights. Whereas the dungeons that we have right now, most of them, not saying they're bad at all, but most of them feel more of like it's a group of people fighting a big boss. You know what I mean? I don't really know how to explain that any better or any worse, but it doesn't feel like we're working together to kill the boss. It just feels like we're a group of people fighting together, having to do little tasks in order to beat the boss. That's not the same. And if any developers that actually understand what I'm trying to say, I would love if you just put it in the comments below, because it might sound weird right now, but that's kind of what I want from the game. Anyway, let's continue.
Dimensional Trials do not require any items for entry or completion, allowing you to repeatedly challenge the dungeon and always get the rewards. Dimensional Trials will arrive on December 5th.
That's cool.
Hey PvPers, turn off the volume. The new feature called War Games will allow you to create custom lobbies for conquest battles.
That's cool.
These lobbies allow for cross-server play in both public and private matches. You can choose the Boonstone or Riftstone, the battle duration, the number of players per team, and the number of teams per game. For those of you who prefer not to fight at all, don't worry. You can also join as a spectator and watch your friends play.
That's dope.
War Games will also be available to play on December 5th.
Yo, not gonna lie, I'm not gonna make no promises, but how cool would it be? Y'all are like, Papa, it's not gonna be cool to anybody but you. Y'all might be right. But how cool would it be to like spectate a group of people and just like do that? Like, what's the word I'm looking for? When you spectate and you like announce what's going on, why can't my brain like think? Commentator. That'd be so cool to just like maybe stream or something and just commentate and like talk about what's going on. That'd be really cool. I'm sorry.
Last but not least, we will have a new in-game community feature, Solisium Sage, where veteran players can help less experienced players in their journey.
Let's go. Is this like a mentor system? I literally asked for this. Pop it, play the video. I'm sorry, guys.
Sages will have not only the icon visible on the minimap, but also have a dedicated chat channel to share their knowledge.
Okay, hold up, backtrack. Y'all know I'm extremely honest when I say what I say, and I mean what I say, and I say what's on my mind. This is good and bad. The thing about FF14's mentor system is people do feel entitled, but the way Square Enix handles their game is a lot more strict in terms of player behavior. So you might have someone feel that way, but they don't really say anything. And if they do, they really kind of hold back on what they want to say because they know what's going to happen if they act a fool. However, in Throne and Liberty, I have yet to see any behavioral systems to do anything. A lot of the systems in this game gets abused, and I really don't think we need another icon. I like icons, I do. But like, you already have the gear score as being something that players like ego about, right? And as I said, I'm honest with what I'm talking about. If you don't want to hear it, I pause the video, skip the video. But it's true. There's a lot of like ego going around. I have the highest gear score. I have the best weapons. I have the best guild. There's ego like everywhere. And you can't really talk to someone on a one-on-one playing field or on a level playing field, because if they hold anything over you, they don't want to hear from you. They think you're wrong. And I think that's not something that we need to implement in the game until we fix this. When I do dungeons, I see it all the time. When I look at the chat, I see it all the time. When I'm even out and about in the world farming stuff in the Abyss dungeons or things like that, I see it all the time. If it's players that don't know each other, there's always some type of conflict. And I think adding like a mentor system type of thing just gives that type of player more, it makes their head bigger. I myself have always been a mentor, and I always try to help people, period. I've never been that type of person. But as I said before, it is an FF14. There are people that do that, and we already have a surplus of players that do that in this game, where they kick people because they don't got the right weapon, where they kick people because they're new, where they down talk new players, they down talk people who don't have the right gear score. Like that stuff, there needs to be more behavioral modifications or something to really like reel back some of these players, so that way they can think what they want to think, but they just can't go around abusing systems or abusing players because they know how to do that. But that's just kind of like my thought process right now, and what I see on a day-to-day basis when I'm playing the game.
Before we wrap up, all of you should know winter is coming.
So they
we
do
know
play the
how
Christmas
much
event.
everyone enjoyed our Haunted Harvest event.
I did.
And we're super excited for our upcoming winter event, which will come to all players on, drum roll, December 12th. So start preparing because there is plenty of gifts and rewards coming your way. And stay tuned to our social channels as we will release more information in the coming weeks. That's it for today. Thank you all for tuning in. If you liked this episode, please like and subscribe. Lastly, I have a community question for you. What types of in-game seasonal events would you like to see in the future?
I literally touched on that like earlier.
Please leave your comment below so that I can read each and every one. And I'll see you in Solisium.
See, you can't even be mad at this developer because, like, bro, they do so much. They do so much to like make everything good for everybody. It's actually insane how much they want this game to work out. It's ridiculous, honestly. Very rarely you'll have a developer that really like, this is on par with like Riot Games. Like, this is on par with like Epic Games. These are like titans that listen to the community and try to do their best to give something. Like, that just mind blows the crap out of me. It really does. And they never put anyone like underneath anybody else. They try to help everybody and reach a compromise. If someone spends a ton of money, they don't just focus on them. They still try to compromise with everybody. And I really do like that. Like she said, like the video, I mean, you might as well. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more. I do plan to do these every like every single time they launch it out. I also have some content coming out, obviously, tomorrow when we're dealing with dungeons and stuff like that. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't, because I will be doing the dungeon guides and whatnot coming your way tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, you know what I always say. Thank you guys for doing what? Popping often. Will often.